Replacing a damaged or broken zip isn't as hard as you may think. Here is my step-by-step guide to replacing a zip with my workshop sewing bee, Jax.
Okay, we are going to replace a new zip into this skirt, just a normal basic zip. Zip was busted, you'll find a lot of vintage stuff where the zips are broken, really quick repair job. And to do that you need to unpick the zip and take it out. You need to join these two creases, the two seam lines, back together with a quick tacking stitch. What a tacking stitch is just a temporary stitch to hold things in place. So to do that, I need to turn it inside out. But what I do need to do is follow the crease line, so I'm stitching it together exactly as it should be. So it's best if you pin it first. So what I'm going to do is tack along that line. So I'll have to move the pins out as I go. So I'm just going to sew over a couple of times in that place to secure the end so it doesn't pull out. And great big stitches. It doesn't have to be neat and delicate because they're coming out at the end. And it's really good to use a contrasting colour. So if you've got a pink cotton, that's fine, but as long as it's cotton. Okay, so we've got to the end. It's just holding that seam closed together, which is what we need. What we've done is close that zip up. So that's the seam there, and this is the zip. Okay, and that part of the zip is going to lay on that seam here. And what we're going to do, this is the front of the zip, okay? We're going to turn it over so the front of the zip is facing the inside of the skirt with the top edge at the top. So we're going to flip it over, just like that. And we're going to match the zip line against the crease, the seam line of the back of the skirt. Going to tack around the edge of the zip, holding it in position so that I can put it under the machine without the pins being in the way. You can take your time with this so that you get it exactly in the right position. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about these pieces because they're going to tuck in underneath. Once you've got it tacked in, then you can take the pins out. So we're going to turn it through to the right side and I need to get it under the machine. So you have to sort of fiddle around a bit, make sure you've got nothing trapped in the way. Quite difficult now to get past the zip head because it's quite bulky. Start a little bit lower down, then pull the zip down and then go back and finish that bit off afterwards. So you start sewing. My machine does an automatic back stitch for me, which is good. Some machines you have to press a little lever to make it do it. So just try and guide it as straight as possible. A little tip for turning the corner, you need to have the needle in the fabric because if I lift that now, the skirt will fall out. So you need to put the needle into the fabric before you turn the corner. There we go. Then I need to lift the foot up out the way, spin the skirt around so I can sew the next little seam. Okay. Now I can sew straight across there and it'd be quite good to go backwards and forwards a little bit. Pretty much there. Undo the tacking stitch through the middle, check that your zip works. There we are, we've got a new zip in the skirt. And now you can tidy it all up. Take the tacking stitches out and tack the lining back in place. Very simple job.
Now you can replace a zip. Click here to find out how to replace a button. Or to see all the videos from the workshop in a playlist, click here. Or head over to 40D to watch full episodes of This Old Thing with me, Dorno Porter.